Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to talk about Saturn in third house. Either this placement of Saturn can give you good communication, very tactful, diplomatic, clever approach and a very good situation to be a successful entrepreneur or a businessman, or it can equally at the same time bring confidence problems, low self-esteem issues, procrastination and troubles in career. That depends on the placement of Saturn, how it is in the chart. We are going to talk about it in detail, and if you are experiencing the negative results of Saturn, the issues which we are going to discuss, what are the remedies for them, that we are also going to talk. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is given in the description. So we are going to discuss Saturn in third house. First, the situation which we are going to talk about is Saturn in third, but it is strong and well placed. By strong Saturn, I mean that it is in own sign, exaltation sign, friendly sign. It is in association with Kendra or Trikona lords, and the zodiac sign in which it is sitting, the lord of that sign is well placed in the chart. And last but not the least, that is Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord. They must be strong in the chart. If Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord are weak, no matter how strong your other planets are, even if you are running their dashas, you will not see any expected results. So Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord, if they are also fine, Saturn in third house has brilliant capacity to give excellent results in life. So first of all, Saturn in third house, if it is strong, it can make person action oriented. Person who puts efforts, because third house and Saturn is efforts, self efforts. It gives you a mentality to be diligent, patient, relentless, dedicated. It gives you a fighting competitive spirit, toughness, a practical approach, a risk taking capability, courage, that no matter what, I will fight again and again, I'll not back down. That kind of mentality can be given by Saturn, Mars and Sun, all three of them in third house. We are discussing Saturn here. And remember that Saturn in third house gives struggles and challenges in life, because it makes you work hard to get the things what you are seeking out, but it ultimately gives you success. So Saturn in third is a very good situation for ultimately becoming successful, and the things which you got, they stay. That is a good thing for Saturn. Next point, Saturn can initially in third house can create self-doubt, or nervousness before doing anything. Even if you are capable, even if you are skilled, but still sometimes person can feel self-doubt or nervousness before doing the things. But ultimately, when you complete the task, anything whatsoever, then it shows you that yes, I was altogether unnecessarily nervous, and it reinforces your confidence. So that is how it works. So Saturn in third house actually gives you confidence, but when you do the things, if you think that if you think everything in your mind, then it creates this kind of nervousness and anxiety. Then another point here is that it gives material desires, and it is very good for material success. So material desires, like I want to be a successful person who has good wealth, money, power, authority, name, reputation, assets, luxuries, all those things. So Saturn in third house can not only give these desires, but also helps you to fulfill them in order to work for them. So Saturn and Mars are action oriented planets. They say that if you have something in mind, you have to work for that. I'm not going to give you it for free. So the thing is that Saturn in this case is considered excellent. You have to see Sun and Mars, because they are your energy and stamina. So if they are also fine, they give the attitude to put your efforts, do the hard work in order to fulfill those desires which you have. So it is a good situation to have material success and accomplishments in life. Then it also makes person quite practical, street smart. You have to see Mercury, because Mercury and Mars are natural controllers of third house. So if they are also fine now, they will give you this kind of mentality where person, and Saturn is like that. Saturn means a person who is more realistic, practical, cynical, street smart, clever, resourceful, finds solutions in the desperate of situations. It gives very good understanding and mechanics understanding of the mechanics of the society, how the world works in real terms, not just the bookish language. So it gives you good business acumen, how the societies function, how people behave, and a good understanding of money flow. So that kind of thing, and it is a very good situation for being a successful entrepreneur or a businessman. You have to see other combinations. Not all the time person is going to end up being a businessman, but Saturn in third house, if it is well placed, then it is a very good situation to be self-employed, to be successful at work. So that is a excellent placement. Then third house is communication. So Saturn is not a very talkative planet, but it gives you a kind of persuasive, factual, realistic, impressive style of speech and communication, which helps you to make good network circles. But emotional expression will be poor. So person who is not very comfortable in sharing their feelings, they are fine with, if you're talking about something else, a generic topic, or something in the professional domain, then it is fine. But when it comes to sharing your inner feelings and thoughts and being vulnerable, then Saturn feels very bad here. So poor emotional expression, otherwise Saturn is fine. Next point, it gives travels, third house, ninth house, 12th house. So Saturn looks at 9th house and 12th house from third house. So it gives travels, long distance travels, short distance travels. It is also suitable for temporary residences also. If foreign settlement yogas are there, then it can give foreign settlement also, but you have to see the yogas for that. It can show some troubles to the father or with the father, because it looks at the 9th house. And if sun is also not well placed, then it can manifest more. So any troubles to the father can be seen, or troubles in the relationship with father can be seen. Then it gives a good relationship with siblings. Third house is siblings, mainly younger siblings. But there can be some distance. It is like we are there for each other, but on emotional scale we have some distance, or physical distance also, like we live separately, we are in different cities, different areas of the world, that kind of thing. But in general it shows a good long-term sustainable continuing relationship with siblings and friends also. But friends will be very limited. Saturn in third house can have social connections related to profession, but good close friends will be very limited. Next thing will be, it is very good for business, sales, trade, supply chain, logistics, transportation, banking, financial service, insurance companies or industries, commerce, accounts, tax, audit, then defense, security, military, all the army, air force, navy, everything, police, all security, any kind of security organizations, engineering, STEM fields, all STEM fields, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, specifically IT, electronics, aerospace and electrical, but it can give any area. Media, mass communication, writing, music, performing arts, teaching and education, these are also good fields. You have to see the yogas. Saturn gives excellent results in these areas. So these are good results of Saturn in third house. Now we are going to talk about Saturn is in third, but it is weak and afflicted. By weak and afflicted, I mean that it is in an enemy sign, debilitation sign, but it is not getting Neech Bhanga, cancellation of debilitation is not happening. It is associated with the Sun, Mars, Saturn, Sun, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, 6th, 8th, 12th lords. While being in enemy signs and bad signs, it is retrograde, totally combust, or in deep Papa Kartari Yoga, hemmed between malefics. The lord of the sign in which it is sitting, that is badly placed in the chart. And Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord are not good in the chart. They are also badly placed. The more of these situations will prevail, the more Saturn in third house will become negative, and it will have capacity to create a lot of problems in life at the same time. All the things which I am going to mention, treat it as a source of information. Don't jump to conclusions until and unless you have not judged the entire chart. So all possible results with Saturn in third house, if it is bad, what it can bring. First of all, now the good qualities won't be there. Negative aspects will prevail. So Before it was bringing action, orientation, discipline, commitment, seriousness. Now those things won't be there. Now what will happen? Procrastination, lethargy, poor willpower, indiscipline, irresponsibility, no concentration, no attention, tendency to leave things in between, get bored out of things very easily. When it comes to put your hard work and labor and dealing with the tough, complicated situations, person leaves the things, leaves the ground and shy away. That is the problem. Then it also gives an aspect where it induces a lot of fear, low self-esteem. Person makes excuses, easily give up, and struggles will be there, and stability will be there. Then Saturn looks at fifth house. Fifth house and third house is your speech and communication, and fifth house and ninth house are your learning and education. If Mercury, Jupiter and Moon are also not good, then it can show slow learning, any kind of language learning disabilities or problems, or any speech defects, or bad, harsh, abusive speech, poor memory, education and academic suffers. The performance is not good, troubles in education, gaps in education, or education is not completed, that can be seen. Then here it can also bring a part where we talk about adharma in nature. So that depends on if Jupiter and ninth house and Moon are not good, then it will increase these things, and Saturn, Mercury, Rahu are more strong, then it will increase these things. So it can show a mentality of seeking shortcuts rather than going for sincere hard work. So seeking shortcuts, high greed, poor moral compass, selfishness, lies, manipulation, deceit, cunningness, wrong use of intellect and knowledge, illegal and corrupt activities, indulgence in them of course can be seen. So that is all possible. You have to see the combination other planets also. Apart from that, third house was siblings, so it can show troubles to or troubles with friends, siblings, father, children, teachers, mentors, bosses, business partners, or in marriage as well. No relationship functions well in third house if Saturn is bad. None whatsoever. And at the same time, if Sun is also negative, Saturn in third house can increase narcissistic tendencies. Saturn hates ego, but if Sun specifically is bad in the chart, it will bring the adharma part, which I said, the negative part in negative qualities which we discussed so far. But at the same time, it increases arrogance and narcissism, where person thinks that they are very humble, but ultimately they are not. That is another problem. Then it also gives you really bad, harsh, abusive speech with lies and manipulation. Then it is bad for business and finances. Even if the person is doing any business ultimately fails. Financial problems can come, debts, loans which don't repay, court cases, legal problems of any kinds, no savings, any kind of problems on monetary scales or legal scales can be seen. Then any kind of health problems, accidents, injuries, ear, nose, throat issues, lungs, nervous system, bones, arms, shoulders, low immunity, low energy, all of these health problems can also be seen. So these are the negative results of course, but if you are experiencing any of them, I have made 2 videos, follow them, watch them in detail. Their links are shown in card section above, given in description below. Remedies for Saturn, practical as well as astrological. See both the videos which I have made in detail. The more you will follow the remedies mentioned in them practically as well as the astrological remedies, both of them, the more you will see the improvement in the situation of the negative results if you are experiencing any of the things which we discussed so far. Okay, so that will be all from my side regarding Saturn in third house today. If you are new to my channel, subscribe below for more. Check on my website, Facebook page, Instagram. Their links are given in description. Else we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.